Some betrayals don't just break trust, they quietly erode your sense of self. Trust is fragile. And when it is consistently met with choices that disregard your feelings, it can feel irreparably damaged. It isn't always a single act, it's a pattern. The small dismissals. The excuses. The moments when your presence, your love, and your effort were ignored or taken for granted. When someone repeatedly chooses actions that hurt, even without words, it leaves invisible marks on your heart. That is emotional neglect. It's not dramatic. It's quiet. It's exhausting. It leaves you questioning, did I do enough? Was I not enough? Should I have tried harder? And then comes the heartbreak, the realization that the person you thought you loved is not the person you truly knew. You mourn not just their choices, but the version of them you imagined. The trust you built, the dreams you shared, the hope that love would always feel safe. And yet, even in mourning, there is a subtle awakening. You begin to notice yourself. Your strength. Your capacity to hold your own heart with care, even when someone else failed to. Emotional neglect teaches us a hard truth: no amount of love can fill the gaps left by inconsistency, dishonesty, or absence. You realize that staying in a relationship that erodes your peace is not loyalty. It's surrender. And you start to choose differently. You choose your calm over their chaos. Your clarity over their avoidance. Your self-worth over the need for validation from someone who cannot offer it. You learn that stepping away is not abandonment. It is self-preservation. It is a declaration, I matter. My heart matters. My peace matters. When someone betrays you, it's not just the act itself, it's the emotional space it leaves behind. The silence after their choices, the subtle dismissals, the distance that was always there but now feels louder than ever. These moments compound over time, turning love into vigilance, care into exhaustion, and presence into doubt. And when it all becomes too much, the decision to protect yourself is inevitable. Choosing to leave, to step back, to detach with intention, does not erase the love you gave. It does not mean you failed. It means you are honoring yourself, your needs, your future, your capacity to experience safe, consistent love. Walking away is not anger, it's clarity. It's a quiet, steady reclaiming of your emotional landscape. It's deciding that your heart deserves presence, respect, and care, and refusing to accept less. Healing begins when the weight of betrayal is met with self-compassion. When you stop replaying their choices and start nurturing your own heart. When the truth of their neglect no longer defines your worth. You realize that love is not meant to be exhausting. It's meant to feel steady, safe, and nourishing. And your heart, once burdened by the gaps left by neglect, can now hold space for relationships that mirror your value. You are not broken. You are learning to protect what you cannot replace: your inner peace, your dignity, your emotional home. The grief of betrayal is heavy, but it also reveals your resilience. And when you walk forward, your choices are no longer shaped by the fear of loss, but by the love and respect you finally give yourself. That is real healing. If this resonated, know this: emotional neglect leaves marks that aren't always visible, but they matter. Choosing yourself doesn't erase love you once gave, it honors your heart and your peace. Comment, "I choose my peace," if you're reclaiming your emotional safety today. Healing Hearts is here to remind you, your heart deserves care, consistency, and respect. Be prosperous and share happiness.